Okay, so wanting to do a Discord tutorial today. I want to show how I set up my server and how to do my safe verification system where you don't have members verified by a bot. However, you will need a bot. I use YAGPDB to give out roles. So when a new member joins, they will be sent to this channel, and through YAGPDB, they will automatically have the unverified role. When you're unverified, you only can see these two channels, rules and unverified. The unverified channel is for new members to say how they found us or who invited them, and just basically to prove that they're not a scammer account or anything that we don't want in here. And only mods and admins have access to this channel because they know what to expect from scammers and they could just easily take care of that. We don't want any accounts like that harassing any of our regular users or posting any bullcrap in here, so that's how we do that. And it is a little bit tedious if you have like a really big public server. It would be tedious because you have to manually do it. They join and you just give them the roles. You give them the verified role, and you have to remove the unverified role from them. So when they join, they automatically should get the unverified role through the YAG bot. And once verified, they'll see the rest of the server. Okay, so when doing that, let's see, server settings, roles. So you'll have your, let's see, the unverified role. This one can be deleted. That was for another bot that I no longer have a use for. Oops. Let's see, we have, let me go back to roles. Settings, roles. So we have our, also don't need this. Alright, whatever. Okay, so unverified, and then verified is, where is verified? Verified member, there we go. So when you give them this, you have to get rid of this too so they don't see that channel anymore. And this is a clone channel. We also have that here too. Oops, that's the join. Okay, so the reason this is cloned is because obviously this is only for admins, mods, and unverified. And so we want everyone else to be able to see the rules. And plus it also has some extra stuff, affiliates. And we don't want randos like joining any affiliate servers because, yeah, it's just, you know, spreading their cancer. Okay, so more with roles. Server settings, roles. Okay, so basically the @everyone role is kind of like another unverified role. Okay, it's not showing in here. Okay, let's see. @everyone should be, here we are. @everyone, all the permissions should be turned off because, like, it's just basically like another unverified role. And when making all your channels, you want to make sure in permissions that the @everyone role is in here and it's always shut off in every single channel. @everyone is literally only just to tag everyone. And that's another thing, when messing with permissions, let's see, server settings, roles. Okay, let's take verified member, for example. When messing with their permissions, you want to make sure they cannot use @everyone because that's just obnoxious and spammy. And like, say like someone suspicious gets in, they could, like, you know, tag everyone and just post bullcrap, and it's unnecessary. Like, if you have like a very trusted role, you can go ahead and give them that. Like, my mods and admins should have that. So that's that for that. Just, you know, make sure @everyone is, you know, blocked off of everything. And it is tedious because, like, every single channel you need to set the permissions how you want for every role. It's definitely tedious, and just, again, make sure that @everyone is off. Let me see. Oh yeah, so when making new channels, since like you have to do the permission things, you want to duplicate the channel or clone the channel. so it has the same permissions, and you can just change whatever else you want and tweak things how you like. Do that within the category that you want. Say I want another server info thing, just clone one of these, or in here clone one of these, so that it has the same permissions. Okay, so let's go over how I like to set up channels. We have the unverified section. Server info is pretty much mods and admins only can post in here. If you're a streamer or a creator or whatever, like, you can have all your main stuff in here. Pretty much the only thing regular users can post in is the fan art channel. Here's the regular section for like the main chat, a vending channel, VIP. That needs to be changed to VIB. It's supposed to be for a very important bat. An 18+ channel, nothing lewd, just more adult conversations, games. My server is heavily based like goth, Tomb Raider, like just whatever you're into, make categories for that. And I would highly recommend like keeping it short and to the point, because a lot of channels and a lot of roles can be off-putting. It's also important to have an admin channel, like, and a mod guide is really good too. It tells like the mods like what to look out for and how to handle things and whatnot. There's some extra things, Ralo's notes, commands log, that's just personal notes I like to have in there. It's not needed unless you want to have like notes or something. Mod chat for mods only, admin chat, admins only, obviously. But yeah, that's it's very important, and like you can have a VC in there too if you want. But yeah, just basic, just a handful of channels. I would not recommend having a fuckload because it can just become a little overwhelming. I know a lot of people, I mean, like, if you want like a memes channel, do it, I don't have one because I just don't see it necessary. Sometimes I'll post it in here, just, we don't go too crazy with it. Also, like, I don't feel the need to have like selfies channel. You just post them in here, it's the main chat. I feel like we have enough, and personally, I just don't like a million billion channels. We do have a lot though. Okay, so for roles, server settings roles, we do have a bit. I know that Discord now has a built-in role system. Actually, that let's see, the self roles. Let's see, this is unscripted, so a little awkward. I'm always feeling awkward doing these self roles. Here we are. So just a few basic roles. YAGPDB gives those gender roles. Those are good, so no one gets misgendered. Like, just basic stuff like this. Just whatever you want to have. But again, I suggest not having like a fuckload of them, because that can be like overwhelming and just a bit unnecessary. I especially don't like color roles because it makes like a billion extra roles and it's like a headache. But yeah, like some roles, like you have to be given like by a mod, like the VIP role and trusted role, like that's mod only. But yeah, like that's all you really need to do. You don't need a fuckload of stuff. It can be a headache to do, but yeah, it's not so bad. But you definitely need to have some mods to help you out. And if you don't want to do the manual verification system, you can have people get self-verified with a bot. Like I use the YAG bot. There's tutorials on how to do that. They're short and simple, which is how I like things. But yeah, like if you don't want to have people to be manually verified, you will have just this channel and have a self role where they click that they agree and they can just get access to everything else. But I honestly don't know how that is safe from like scammer accounts and bots, because it's just basically like a CAPTCHA. They just click it and they're in, But I understand that like a really big servers can't be bothered with manual verification all the time. I don't know a way around that. There's got to be something, but this is what I know. And if you have a small like community like me, I feel like this is the quickest and easiest way to do it. But yeah, that's that'll pretty much do it, and I hope this can help somebody.